Now that you've bought a PlayStation VR headset system, you may find yourself quickly overwhelmed by the amount of cords and installation process. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys in this video how to get it set up to your TV and connected and everything so that you can quickly get gaming. Included in the box with your system, they do provide you this startup guide, or quick start guide, and it does have a list at least of all the items that are provided for you, but I don't know, I don't really feel like it does a great job, so I'm going to show you each item individually and how to hook it up. And this is why it might become overwhelming pretty quickly, because all this is included in your box if you get the bundle with the move wands and everything, except for the PlayStation 4 and the controller, but you're going to need that. So we have all of our items still sitting here. What I want to do is I want to start with the main hub box first, and we're going to get everything connected to this first and laid out in front of you so that you can see it, which I would suggest doing, and then connecting everything to your TV and in whatever type of entertainment system that you have. But first, let's start getting this thing all connected and put together. So you have your two ports in the front here for your HDMI headset. Then you have your ports in the back, two HDMI, one for the TV, one for the PS4, your micro USB, and then you have your power adapter cord. So let's first get the power adapter set up. We're going to move the camera. Let's get this all set up here. Okay, so we have our power cords. These actually come apart. They're going to show up like this, but you can go ahead and plug that in there. The power does have the number 3 on it, so if that helps you with being less confusing. So you're going to grab your power cord, plug it into the power in the back of the main module here, and we're going to leave this on the floor, just like that. Move these guys out of the way to make that a little bit easier to understand. Alright, next we're going to take our number 1, our HDMI cord, and untwisty tie it. Plug this into the back of our main module here. We're going to plug it into the one that says HDMI PS4, which is the second one. Plug that into there. It's going to be a lot of cords, it's going to be a bit of a mess. I'm going to try to organize this best I can. Okay, probably help to keep everything twisty tied, but oh well. So we have those two connected. Next, we're going to take our number 2, which is our micro USB, and then the other one is a USB. Plug this into the back of the main module as well. Okay, that's going to go right into this guy right here. Make sure you do it correctly. Okay, so as of now you should have 3 cords in the back. Alright, your 1, 2, and 3 should be plugged into the back of the main module. Alright, now let me try to get this set up. I'm going to go ahead and plug in my headset here. So you have your headset, and then this whole thing, this is exactly how it comes all tied together. Okay, then you have your 2 main plugs right here. They are together in this little thing here, so they don't come apart. So you're going to plug those into the front of this guy. They're going to go, as you can see, one is white and one is black. And it's the same thing here. One is white and one is black. So you know which ones to plug into which. This is a whole, see how confusing this is? It's a whole mess of cords. Alright, so we have that set there. My VR headset's in the front. Next, we can plug them into our PS4. Okay. So go ahead and take, your power cord is your power cord. That's going to wind up being connected to the power. Next, we have our HDMI to the PS4, which is our number 1. So we're going to plug that into the back of the PS4. And your PS4, I believe this is a slim, should only have one HDMI plug, so that shouldn't be very confusing. Just plug it right into the back of your PS4. Alright. Then we take our number 2, which is the USB. I'm going to undo the twisty tie. Alright, plug this guy into, oh, that's tangled. Plug this guy into our PS4. Now, there is not a USB port in the back. Okay, so this has to go into one of the front 2 ports. At least this is a slim, I don't know about the Pro. But it has to go into a regular USB port. So it's going to wind up going into one in the front. So as of right now, we have, let me adjust this guy. Okay, as of right now, we have our module with our 2 in the front going to the headset, our cord number 1 going to the back of the PS4, which is the HDMI. Then we have our number 2 going to the front of the PS4, which is the USB. Then we have our power coming out of here, which is number 3, and this is just going to get plugged into your wall outlet. Okay, so that's why we're leaving that over there. Let's see, so next we're going to do our camera. So this is the camera. Okay, I don't believe any other ones work. I believe you have to have this one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I didn't look that up. But I would assume the rest of them wouldn't work. You would need the PlayStation camera. So this is a very specific cord. Notice how that's not USB. That's a very specific plug. And that's going to plug into the back of your PS4. Okay, this guy right there. It says AUX aux. Plug that right into the back. All right, set that back down. This is a mess. That's why I like to get this laid out first, because it's actually less confusing. And then once you have it all laid out, you can see all the different cords and how you can do your cord managing. All right, so left we have our wands and this guy. All right, along with, now this that comes with it, this is for your camera. Okay, this is a little stand that you can clip onto something, onto the top of your TV. The camera, I'll show you, kind of fits in it like this. Just kind of sits in there like a little cradle. And that's how that works. Then you can move this around and adjust it and clip it. But we're going to leave that guy way back over there. So the next thing we're going to do is I'll show you what to do with your headset. It's going to tell you in the setup process of your game that you start up what to do with this, but just in case you're confused, in the bottom of your PSVR headset, we have one hole here and then another one over here. This hole you can see all the way down through. That's the one, and that's going to actually be, if you're holding it like this, it's going to be the one on the left over this way. All right, so you plug that guy into there like so, push it down, and then you have this other one here. This is a little clip, and you push that into the hole. It's a little difficult. Then you have your earbuds. Okay, so that's good to go. That's going to be ready for you to use for your headset. It actually works pretty well. The next thing I want to talk about is the Move controllers. Just as a heads up, if you're watching this before you're getting ready to play, these in my box came not charged. Okay, these were not charged and ready to go. So you need to plug them in directly to the PS4 to charge them. I do believe there's a way to use them with a wall charger, but that has to be specific. But you're going to need to charge these first. So make sure that you do that in preparing to play. Okay, so those guys are there. The controller, make sure this guy's charged and ready to go. And yeah. All right, so we're all laid out now and ready to go. This guy's going to be plugged in. The last thing that you're going to do is, this is the HDMI that goes to my TV that's already set up. I'm not going to go unplug all that. This is the last thing that you're going to wind up connecting, is into the last plug of the main module. Okay, it says HDMI TV on it, and you just plug your HDMI cord into the TV. And you're all set to go. Look at that beautiful mess. That's a lot of cords, but it can be managed without too much headache. So once you have it all laid out like this, then you can kind of reassemble it the way that you want, being hooked up to your TV in your entertainment center once it's all plugged in. Once you plug your main module in, this will be ready to go. It'll just turn on. Your PS4 headset turns on with the power button right here. And then your PlayStation, you already know how to do that. Make sure that you plug that into a power cord. That's the only thing I don't have plugged in right now. But everything else will be ready to go, and you'll be ready to game on it. So now everything's ready to go, and you're going to be ready to have some awesome times with your PlayStation VR system. So any questions, please let me know, and have a great time, everybody.